Hi everyone, this is Donny Lowy from Closeout So today I'd like to talk to you about buying wholesale through Alibaba. And you know what? It's quite interesting because Alibaba really is a marketplace that brought together all of the Chinese manufacturers that people were traditionally using to manufacture products which they imported into their domestic markets. But the interesting thing is that in the past, there really was an Alibaba before there was an Alibaba. What do I mean by that? So there wasn't, let's say, a central marketplace, but there were cities in China that people can go to and then navigate through, through that manufacturing district and then get in touch with different manufacturers and see what products are available. Now that there's a website, so it's become a site where all those different manufacturing districts, manufacturing cities have all been, so to speak, brought under the umbrella of one online site. But here's the thing. A lot of times when you hear people, express, complaints about buying products through Alibaba, or they're worried about buying products through Alibaba, it's really no different than when people used to go to China, or people still go to China, and go directly to the manufacturers or look for those manufacturers. So you have to do the same research as you would have done before. I was reading that Alibaba had over 400 million buyers on their sites, which is, it's amazing. And I know definitely, one big change as opposed to when I used to hear, 10, 15 years ago, people used to travel to China and they had to do everything on their own. So, it's amazing that now it's an easier way, so to speak, to find the manufacturers and to find the wholesalers in China and go directly to them. And then at the same time, the challenge now is that there are so many different, companies that list themselves as manufacturers and as wholesalers that, could be overwhelming. And it's also, it takes a more of a discerning business person to know, who they should do business with. So what I would recommend, first of all, is get references. If you have references, then you know that people have dealt with that wholesaler or that manufacturer, and there is a better chance of having a successful relationship with them. Another thing is call, government agencies that let's say offer exporting or importing advice or consulting or leads, and call them up and say, look, you know what, I know you're a government agency in China, you represent wholesalers or manufacturers. Are you familiar with this manufacturer, this wholesaler? Are they reputable? If not, or if they are, can you still refer me to other people? Contact Alibaba directly. Find out, look at the feedback. See what people say. See how long that business has been a member of Alibaba. Next thing, you need to contact the manufacturer, the wholesaler directly, and find out if they have experience in supplying products to sellers in your marketplace, right? You're going to want to deal with manufacturers and wholesalers that understand the requirements and the specifications of the marketplace that you're operating in. And this, we're going to know if their products are a good match for your business. And what you could always do also when you buy, especially if you are dealing with a wholesaler or a manufacturer for the first time, then, give them an initial order. That's a decent order, but doesn't have to be an extra big order, right? And then you go from there. And if things work out, then you can continue doing business with them. Now, as far as importing the merchandise to your country, whether you're in the United States, whether you're in Nigeria, whether you're in the Bahamas, or you're in Mexico, or Lebanon, wherever you might be, you need to find out the custom requirements. Now, the importing process can be complicated, and that's why it makes sense that there is a need and there is a market niche of freight forwarders. Freight forwarders will aggregate shipments, and they're also familiar with the customs process, and they will clear the goods. And of course, you have to pay, or you have to meet them at the customs, meet them at their office, but they will guide you through the process. Either they are custom brokers or they can refer you to a custom broker. And then in most instances that I've seen, you could pay for the shipping when the order arrives to your country, and then you could arrange for a local door-to-door delivery. And of course, every country is different, every freight forwarder is different. These are general ideas that I have seen through doing business on an international basis. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. And actually, one last thing that I wanted to mention is when you're buying products through Alibaba, remember that the manufacturers in China could make products for your market, but they might also be making products for their own marketplace. And the size requirements are going to be different. And also, even a small can be different in one market as compared to in another market. So make sure that you are buying clothing that is appropriate in the size and the style and the fashion for your market. All right, my website is closeoutexplosion.com. Have a great day.